He's one of the most powerful conservative voices in the country, and he's attacking President Obama. Quote, Obama's the one who never worked a day in his life. He never earned a penny that wasn't public money. How many fundraisers does he attend every week? How often does he play basketball and golf? I wish I had that kind of time. He's lazy, but the media won't report that. That's the president of Fox News calling the president of the United States lazy. It's no wonder right-wingers go unchallenged when they use Fox Airways for this stuff.
Look, let me tell you what the big problem with this president is, in my opinion. He is absolutely lazy, detached from his job.
Lazy and detached. And this also must have pleased the Fox boss, this.
I'm assuming there's some rhythm to Barack Obama that the rest of us don't understand, whether he needs large amounts of rest, whether he needs to go play basketball for a while. I don't watch ESPN. I mean, I don't quite know what his rhythms are. I mean, he really is a lot like the substitute referees in the sense that he's not a real president.
The president is not a real president. It's not reality. And it's the same attitude that pushed the network's big star over the edge last night, losing his mind when someone dared defend the president.
He has to say, here are the programs that are going to go down. Here's how we're going to reform Medicare and Social Security. And the man refuses to do it.
Yes, it is. He's willing to cut these programs.
Hold it, because now I'm getting the tea off of you. Give me one damn program he said he cut.
He has cut entitlements. He has cut
entitlements. One program.
What do you want to yell at?
Because you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You are lying.
Don't call me a liar. Don't you sit there and call me a liar.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Hey,
you don't like the president. You don't like what he's doing. But don't sit there and call me a liar.
I am.
Of course the president has a plan, but you wouldn't know it in the right-wing echo chamber. The bubble, they hear it, I see it, and start to believe it. And why not? Clearly, it all starts at the top. Joining me now is Touré. Thanks for being here. You know, Touré, we've heard the term lazy about the president a lot. Now we see who also believes it. What do you make of the connection?
Well, I mean, there's so many ways we could go here. I mean, this sort of lazy term is something that we've heard flung at us as black people going back to slavery, which, of course, we know perceived them as not wanting to work. Of course they didn't want to work. They were slaves. So they're trying to...
But they did work.
They did work a tremendous amount, absolutely. But this is a revolutionary thing that they're doing, saying we're going to get out of all the work that you want us to do. So then this sort of stupid idea follows us for centuries since then. It's really this sort of disgusting sort of accessing stereotypes, red meat dog whistling, which they said they weren't doing during the campaign, but we knew that they were doing, using this sort of dog whistle. But on the Fox side of the aisle, they say, yes, that's right. This is what we think of black people already. And on our side, we're like, what are you talking about? This is the most unserious critique possible. And when you say that he's never worked a day in his life, what you're saying is that being a teacher, because he was a constitutional law professor for quite a while, that's not working.
No, but
teachers
even
don't
before
work.
that, another subtle thing is lazy and never earned anything other than public money, which is almost like welfare
queen, absolutely.
Yeah. And then you ridicule. He was a teacher. He was a lawyer at a law firm, and he did community organizing, which has been ridiculed by the right. Listen to this.
I guess a small-town mayor is sort of like a community organizer, except that you have actual responsibilities. With all the vast nuclear experience that he acquired as a community organizer.
When he said he was a community organizer, it wasn't Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. It was radicalism taught on the south side of Chicago by Saul Alinsky.
You can't even learn that as a community organizer.
I mean, to ridicule community organizers, by the way, I wish we had more community organizers in Chicago given the violence right now. But to ridicule public services community organizers is just counterproductive to American life. And I'm being real nice about it. I'm trying to not be like the big guy over at the echo chamber going crazy on the show.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, one thing you notice when you actually go into the echo chamber and listen to the things that happen in sort of in that conservative media bubble is that there's never any sort of intellectual rigor or weight to the things that they're saying. They can say anything, throw any ball at Obama, and everybody just applauds. I was listening to Michael Savage the other day, right, just because I was stuck in a car and there were no other radio stations available.
I don't get stuck like that.
And he kept saying that Obama belonged in jail. Now, and they say this over and over and over. Now, never did anybody actually say why he belongs in jail or what law he may have broken, but he just says that. They just say that. And the people just cheer, yay, you took it to Obama, you started.
Let me bring this to some facts, just so people understand. When you look at the facts, the president, the present president, President Obama, has taken fewer days in his first term than his predecessor did in a shorter period of time. President Obama has taken 84 days of vacation from the day he took office, January 2009, to today. During a shorter period of time, from January 2001 through just August of 2003, former President George W. Bush took 250 days off. This is in a little over 2 years. He took 250 days. In 4 years, he's taken 85 days. And they say he's lazy. I mean, what's he doing playing basketball? I mean, come on. This is clearly trying to throw some buzzwords out there.
Well, absolutely. It's this dog whistling, and I see the sort of conservative media as Clint Eastwood writ large, yelling at a chair, talking about critiques that aren't real, talking about an Obama that is imagined. He's lazy. He's never worked hard in his life. None of these things are true, and there are reasonable critiques of Obama that you could make, but they're not making them. They're just making red meat dog whistle critiques that don't lead you back to the White House, that don't improve your brand. So fine, spin off into the right universe where there's fewer and fewer constituents to follow you and keep losing national elections. It's fine with us.
Touré, thanks for your time tonight. And watch